Let's face it, everyone gets a little annoyed from time to time. It could be the way someone chews too loudly, or maybe it's the small talk that never seems to end. Whatever the case may be, irritation is a universal experience, whether people admit it or not. But what about the enigmatic Sigma males, those mysterious individuals who seem to glide through life with unshakable calm? At first glance, nothing might bother them. They're often independent, composed, and seemingly unfazed by the chaos around them. But make no mistake, just because they don't show it doesn't mean they don't feel it. Sigma males, by their very nature, tend to keep a low profile. They don't get caught up in drama, and they certainly don't wear their emotions on their sleeves. Yet, beneath that calm exterior, certain things really get under their skin. They might not show it outright, but trust me, some things annoy them, things that they often try to hide. If you've ever wondered what secretly irritates the seemingly unflappable Sigma male, you're in the right place. Let's dive into 7 things that quietly drive them up the wall. Number 1. Fake politeness or forced smiles. You've been there. We all have. You walk into a store, a restaurant, or any public space, and someone greets you with the most over-the-top smile, but you know it's fake. There's something about it that feels as artificial as plastic. That's one of the quickest ways to annoy a Sigma male. While some people can brush off fake politeness or even play along, Sigma males aren't having it. For them, there's nothing more off-putting than inauthenticity. It's like watching a bad actor who's trying too hard. Sigma males have a built-in radar for insincerity. They can spot a fake smile from a mile away, and once they do, the whole interaction becomes tainted. It's not that they dislike politeness or friendly gestures, they just value authenticity above all else. When someone is being overly polite, yet you can tell it's not genuine, it creates an air of dishonesty. And that's where it hits a nerve with Sigma males. They live by a code of realness and honesty. If they're going to interact with someone, they prefer it to be genuine, no matter how brief or casual the conversation is. A simple, authentic greeting works wonders for them compared to a fake, over-the-top performance. It's all about being real. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's fake smile makes you feel awkward? Now imagine how a Sigma male feels. They're quietly seething on the inside, wishing they could skip the act altogether. They might not say anything, but their lack of engagement, a quick nod, or a subtle smirk tells you all you need to know. Sigmas are all about cutting through the nonsense and keeping it real. Forced pleasantries? No thanks. Number 2. Pushy salespeople who don't respect boundaries. Picture this, you're casually browsing through a store, just minding your own business. You're not even sure if you want to buy anything. Suddenly, a salesperson swoops in, offering unsolicited advice and recommendations you never asked for. You politely say, "No, thank you," but they keep pushing. Before long, you're feeling suffocated, and what should have been a peaceful browsing experience turns into an annoying ordeal. Sigma males have little patience for this. Pushy sales tactics. They hate it. The moment a salesperson won't take no for an answer, they're done. Sigma males value their autonomy and personal space, and nothing irks them more than someone who tries to invade it. They know what they want, and when they've decided that something's not for them, they mean it. The problem arises when others don't respect that boundary. It's not just salespeople, either. This extends to anyone who doesn't respect a Sigma male's decisions or autonomy. When people push too hard, it makes the Sigma feel as though they're not being listened to. And for a Sigma male, being heard and respected is crucial. If you keep pushing, you'll only push them further away. And let's be honest, who actually enjoys being pressured into making decisions they don't want to make? No one. But for a Sigma male, that pressure feels like an invasion. It's one of the quickest ways to get on their bad side. Respect their space, respect their choices, and you'll find a much happier Sigma. Number 3. People who ask for advice but don't take it. Let's paint a scenario here. Someone comes to you for advice. They say they're in a bind and need your wisdom to navigate a tricky situation. You listen, think carefully, and offer your best, most thoughtful advice. They nod, thank you, and then promptly do the exact opposite of what you suggested. Frustrating, right? For Sigma males, this is particularly annoying. They're not the type to give advice lightly. When someone asks for their opinion or guidance, they take it seriously. They'll think things through logically and offer you sound, well-reasoned advice. But when people just nod along and then ignore that advice entirely, it feels like a waste of time. Here's the thing, Sigma males value efficiency. They don't like wasting their time, and they certainly don't like feeling as though their words carry no weight. If you're going to ask for their input, they expect you to at least consider it. When someone disregards their advice without a second thought, it feels like a slap in the face. Why ask for help if you're just going to ignore it? It's not just about the annoyance of being ignored, it's also about the underlying disrespect it shows. Sigma males operate on a principle of mutual respect. If they give you their time and thoughts, they expect that to be reciprocated in some way. When that doesn't happen, it's a surefire way to annoy them. Number 4. People who fish for compliments. Let's be real, everyone enjoys a compliment now and then. There's nothing wrong with receiving genuine praise for something you've worked hard on or care about. But there's a fine line between receiving compliments and fishing for them. And Sigma males, they can't stand when someone is obviously fishing for compliments. It's one thing to compliment someone when you truly feel they deserve it. But when someone constantly hints at how great they are, hoping others will notice and shower them with praise, it feels manipulative. Sigma males don't like to play games, especially not ones where they're expected to stroke someone's ego. Here's the truth about Sigma males, when they compliment someone, they mean it. Their compliments are genuine and well thought out. But when they sense that someone is angling for compliments, it turns them off. They won't go out of their way to feed into someone's need for validation. In fact, the more someone fishes for compliments, the less likely a Sigma male is to offer one. They would rather hold back than give insincere praise. Complimenting for the sake of it cheapens the entire exchange, and Sigma males don't like that. They prefer interactions to be meaningful and authentic. If they feel someone is just fishing for validation, they might smile politely, but inside, they're mentally checking out of the conversation. They'd much rather keep things real than play along with superficial flattery. Number 5. Indirect communication. Have you ever been in a situation where someone was trying to tell you something, but instead of just coming out with it, they danced around the issue? Maybe they dropped hints or beat around the bush, hoping you'd pick up on their subtle clues. For Sigma males, this kind of communication is a big no-no. They hate it when people can't be direct. Why? Because it wastes time and energy. Sigma males are straightforward and efficient thinkers. They don't want to play guessing games or try to decode what someone really means. They appreciate clarity, and when people beat around the bush, it feels like unnecessary noise. Imagine you're at a meeting, and someone is taking forever to get to the point. While others might patiently wait, Sigma males are already mentally moving on. They have no patience for ambiguity or hidden agendas. If you want something, just say it. If you have a problem, be upfront. Sigma males would much rather deal with the issue head-on than waste time navigating through layers of indirect communication. This doesn't mean they don't appreciate subtlety or nuance, but there's a difference between subtle communication and being unclear. Sigma males value transparency. They respect people who can be direct without being rude, and they expect the same in return. Number 6. Having to repeat themselves. There's nothing more frustrating than explaining something multiple times, only for the person you're talking to not to get it. Sigma males are especially irritated by this. They're clear communicators, and when they explain something, they expect it to be understood the first time. Repetition feels like a waste of time. Sigma males don't have the patience to keep going over the same point again and again. They like to move forward and get things done efficiently. When they have to repeat themselves, it feels like they're being held back by something that should have been simple. It's not just about the act of repeating themselves, it's the feeling that the person they're talking to isn't fully listening or paying attention. For a Sigma, effective communication is key. When someone doesn't catch on after a clear explanation, it's not just annoying, it's disappointing. They thrive in environments where people are on the same page, and when that doesn't happen, it slows everything down. Number 7. People assuming they're always available. Just because Sigma males are often quiet and reserved, people tend to assume they don't have much going on. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma males lead rich, fulfilling lives, they just don't broadcast it for the world to see. So when others assume they're always free or available, it can be incredibly frustrating. Sigma males value their alone time. They need space to recharge and reflect, and they protect that time fiercely. When people assume they can drop everything at a moment's notice, it feels like their boundaries are being disrespected. Sigma males don't mind helping out or being there for others, but they also need their own time to focus on their priorities. It's not about being antisocial, it's about balance. Sigma males aren't always open about their schedules, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. When others assume they can just step in and take over their time, it creates unnecessary tension. Respect their time, and you'll have a much happier Sigma. If you found this insight helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, and let us know your thoughts on what secretly annoys you too.